Tonight's class, we're going to focus on, I'm going to call it twisting fire. That's what I called it in the email earlier. But physically, we'll be doing a lot of twists in the body. And the twisting is the entire spine rotating in either direction. And as I mentioned in the email as well, that when the spine twists in all directions, we kind of hit all those chakras all the way up to the third eye. And so it helps to activate those. It is the mix of a back bend and a forward bend in some cases. So it gives you that grounding effect as well as that energizing effect at the same time, creating what yogis call a sattvic state of mind, or a very calm, balanced state of mind. So you're coming out of the gunk and you're coming down from the spinning, and you find yourself in a really calm yet alert state of being. And so that is what we will do. Now, when I'm going to talk about the core a bit tonight, and sometimes I mean, sorry, sometimes I mean third chakra, the navel center, the point on the spine behind the navel. And sometimes I mean the entire space of the belly. So from the pubic bone, so almost down to the pelvic floor, from the pubic bone all the way up to the floating ribs. And tonight, that is what I'm going to be referring to, is this big space between the floating ribs and the pelvic floor. Because most of the twisting in your body that happens, in your spine, I should say, actually happens from the mid back down. We will get some mobility going in the upper back and of course the neck as well, but a lot of it's going to happen from here. Sound good? All right, we're all here. Welcome, Philip. Welcome, Vanessa. Let's go ahead and get centered. Sitting tall, please. Relax the shoulders down the back. And allow your eyes to close as you take a few deep breaths, just settling into your body. And so we're going to start by breathing in a certain way. And there's actually quite a bit of physical engagement here. So I'll teach it in two parts, and then we'll blend it together. So starting with the exhale side of the breath. So inhaling. As you exhale, pull up your low abdomen. So contract the low abdomen and then pull the navel back. Then inhale, relax everything. Then exhale again, contract the low abdomen, and then feel the navel pull back towards your spine. Let it be strong. Then inhale, relax. Again, exhale, low abdomen first. Pull up the pelvic floor. Feel the navel pull back toward the spine. Inhale, relax. Let's do that a few more times. Low abs, navel. Inhale, relax. Good. So that's going to be our exhalation. We'll come back to that in a few moments. Now let's do our inhalation. So with your next inhale, draw breath up behind your collarbones. Feel the collarbones lift, then feel the rib cage widen, and then at the top of the inhale, feel the abdomen expand. Exhale, relax all that. Then inhale, draw breath up behind the collarbones. Feel the rib cage widen, then the belly expand. And exhale, relax all of that. Inhale, collarbones, ribs, belly. Exhale, relax. Let's do a couple more times. Collarbones, inhale, rib cage, belly, relax. Collarbones, ribs, belly. And exhale, relax. Let's blend these together now. I'll lead you through it. Inhale, collarbones, ribs, belly. Exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, low abdomen, navel pulls back towards your spine. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage. Then the abdomen relaxes at the top of the inhale. Exhale, pull up the low abdomen, navel to spine. Keep the navel contracted. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage. Abdomen then relaxes. Exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, low abs, navel, Keep that contracted. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage. Then the abdomen relaxes. Exhale, low abs, navel. Inhale, collarbones, ribs. Sorry, ribs, and then belly. Exhale, low abs, navel. Inhale, collarbones, ribs, navel. Let's keep going on your own, contracting the pelvic floor upward, moving energy toward the navel center. Then inhale, also drawing energy toward the navel center, this time from the top down. Exhale, pulling up energy from the floor to the navel. Inhale, drawing energy down from the sky to the navel. A few more times on your own. Exhaling, low abs, navel. Inhaling, collarbones, ribs, and belly. Twice more. And as you complete this next inhalation, relax the technique. And see a blue flame resting in this navel center. And again, that's referring to the full soft belly from the pelvic bone all the way up to the floating ribs. You might even see it as a circle of blue light. And as we chant Om here in just a moment, just see this circle of blue light expanding outward from the navel to the periphery. Deep breath in. Bring your palms to your heart and lower the chin. Honor yourself as you are in this moment, body, breath, energy, mind. Honoring that which is doing the honoring, the witness. And let your practice tonight be in service of all of that. Rub the palms together, creating heat. And take the heated palms over your eyes, brushing back over the top of your head, down the neck, bringing yourself back to the room. Go ahead and move any props you have off to the side. And then go ahead and bring the hands forward, legs back, and we'll immediately come into downward facing dog. We've been sitting for a little bit, so go ahead and walk it out a bit, stretching out the legs, pedaling the feet, and also feeling length in your spine. Even though we were drawing a lot of awareness toward the navel in our centering practice, and will continue to do so, reminding that this twisting is happening along the entire spinal column. So from the tip of the tailbone all the way up through the vertebrae to that point at the center of the brain, connecting the first through sixth chakras, the root, the sex center, the navel center, heart, throat, and again, the third eye. Good. Let's move through the spine a bit. Inhale, flow through the spine, coming into plank pose. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Again, flowing through the spine, one big wave, come forward into plank. Then exhale back, downward dog. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Coming into plank pose. Let's go ahead and stay here. Take the shoulders down the back. Heart looks forward just a little bit. And though your arms are straight, don't lock the elbows. Allow there to be some softness in the elbow joint. Hips are in line with the shoulders. In your breathing, soften your jaw if you notice any clenching. Noticing the energy at the navel. Deep breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog, pushing back. Good. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, balasana, child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. Deep breaths. And then go ahead and walk your hands back, bringing yourself up to a seat. Sitting on the heels if you can. If you can't, there's a couple of options. You can sit on a block instead. You can have this between your feet. You could place a blanket on your heels if you want to. And at the end of the day, if this is just too uncomfortable, just come to cross legs, okay? So allow the arms to relax down by your side. Become aware of that region at the navel and the spine in general, but also the region around the belly. And with your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead, reach up. As you exhale, sweep the arms down and fold forward, folding child. Sweep the arms out to the side, come back up to a seat, reach the arms overhead, and exhale, fold down again. Inhale, coming up. Reach, extending the spine, exhale, folding down. Let's do a few more of these. Feeling the entire spine here. Again, from the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the brain center. Good. Inhale, reach up. Stay tall. Exhale, release the arms on down. Let's do a little bit of twisting now, because that's the point of the class, to do some twisting. Reach the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, take your right arm forward, take your left arm behind you, twist. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then go the other way. Take the left arm behind you, or left arm forward, right arm behind you. Inhale, lift up, and then go back to the first side. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. And then just keep going. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Now do move slowly here at first. I know some of you want to go quickly because you've done this before, but I really want you to be aware of your spine here. Making sure that you're twisting as much of the spine as you can and not just throwing all of the twist into the region of the navel, even though much of it is happening there. In fact, with your exhale, you can even feel the navel pull into the body and twist the direction you're heading. But you're also working the back shoulder back even further, turning your chin back because the neck is a part of the spine here. Now, as we continue with that big inhale, lifting the arms up, you want to feel length in your spine. So it's like you're creating space between each vertebrae so that when you twist, you can go a little bit further. We're going to go just a little bit longer. 3, 2, one more time on each side. The next time you lift the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold forward, folding child's pose. Good. Now, as you rest here in child's pose, just notice sensation. Maybe you feel it in your arms and shoulders. Maybe you feel it around the navel, maybe the entire spine. Whatever it is, just be aware of it. Good. And then with your next inhale, sweep the arms out, come back up to a seat, reach up, and exhale, release on down. Good. Getting energy moving already, becoming very much aware of the navel center and the spine itself. Let's continue to build onto that. So let's come back to downward facing dog, setting any props you've collected off to the side. And lifting the hips. If you feel like you need to stretch the legs out again after sitting on your heels, go ahead and do so. It's okay to take care of yourself here. Good. Then inhale into plank. With your exhale, go ahead and plank yourself all the way down to the floor. All the way down. Good. Now feeling the pelvis ground into the earth, go ahead and lift the head, chest, and the legs coming into Shalabhasana, locust pose. Exhale, release down. Good. Inhale, lift back up, locust. Exhale, float down. Warming up that lower back here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Twice more. And then go ahead and lift up. Let's hold the pose. Squeeze the shoulders down the back. Look forward with your heart. Feel the inner thighs lifting strong behind you. Now get light on the hands. Maybe even lift them off the floor an inch or so. Those of you who'd like to, you can sweep your arms down by your side and lift through the pinkies. Breathe. Deep breath in. Then exhale, carefully release down to the ground. Take a breath. Good. So we're going to do just a little bit more work here on the abdomen. So go ahead and cross your left arm in front of you. Left arm crossing in front. And then reach back, or sorry, two things. Bend the right knee, then reach back and grab the base of your right toes with your right hand. Now, as you do that, the left hip wants, or sorry, the right hip, God, lefts and right tonight. The right hip wants to pick up off the floor. So then exhale, roll the right hip down, and then guide the right heel toward the right hip. You should feel a stretch in the front of the right thigh, the quadricep. Breathe. Good. And then go ahead and release that foot to the ground without slingshotting it. And then cross your right arm in front of you. Go ahead and bend the left knee and reach back and grab the base of the toes with the left hand. Now, again, the hip bone wants to pop up. We just exhale, push it back down, and then guide the left heel toward the seat. Feeling a stretch in the front of the left thigh. Breathe. Good. Deep breath in. And again, don't slingshot it. Gently release that left foot. Come back on down. Good. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under and lift the knees. Plank pose, push up, and back to downward facing dog. Good. So we're going to do something a little bit different here. I don't teach this one that often, so you might need to look forward for a moment. But with your exhale, you're going to bend both knees, almost bringing them to the ground, keeping the spine straight, then inhale, straighten the legs. This is helping bring length to both the spine and also warm up the hamstrings. So again, that's exhale, just bend the knees, almost touching the floor. Inhale, straighten the legs, keeping the back flat the entire time. Exhale, knees almost down. Then inhale, straightening back up. Let's do a few more. Good, one more time. Then inhale to plank pose. And exhale, plank yourself down to the floor, all the way down. We're gonna do some more work here. Sometimes when we're doing deep belly back bending, like we've been doing, locust pose, etc., it's good to come out and do something else before going too far. So we're gonna come into a bit of a twist here. So you're gonna bend your right knee, bringing the right heel in toward the seat. Now with the opposite hand, with the left hand, try to reach back and grab hold of the ankle, okay? All right, then your right arm extends forward. We're gonna work through this in stages. With an exhale, press your pelvis down into the ground powerfully. Then press the lefts and rights, the right foot into the left hand, and then lift everything. Lift the back leg, lift the front arm. Everything floats up. Feel the left shoulder pulled back. Deep breath in. And exhale, float on down. Good. Go ahead and release the foot. All right, side number 2. Let's find out what this feels like. Bring the left heel in. Reach back with the right hand and grab the ankle. Left arm extends forward. Good. Now with an exhale, press the hip down into the ground, and then push the foot into the hand, and then everything floats on up. Inhale, staying and breathing. Feeling the right shoulder pull back, and left heel lift. Deep breath in, and exhale, float on down. Carefully release the foot, hands under your shoulders. Take a breath. Good. Curling the toes under, lift the knees. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Staying for a few breaths again. Good. And then from here, go ahead and step the feet forward between the hands in walker step. Maybe some of you can hop. And then press palms to shins. Come halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. One more time, and we're feeling length in the spine, so reach the crown of the head forward. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back, come all the way up to standing, and palms to the heart. Feel sensation. Okay. So go ahead and take a wide stance on your yoga mat. Feet nice and wide apart. And for now, have the toes pointing directly forward. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward and down. Good. Wide leg forward fold. Lift yourself up halfway, inhale. And then bring your right hand directly underneath your face or underneath your chin. Now, if the floor is feeling far away here, if you're just kind of collapsing, you can bring that block you had earlier underneath your hand to give you a little bit more height. If you don't have a block, you can use like a stack of books or something, whatever you need. Good. And then take the left arm out to the side, palms face down. Take a deep breath in here. With your exhale, sweep the left arm into the air, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Then exhale, twist into the pose. Go ahead and stay this time. Really rolling this top shoulder back, stacking the left shoulder over the right. Feeling the navel pull into the body and to the left. Good. Inhale, unwind, fold forward and down. Good. Lifting up halfway. We'll prep for the other side. Left hand underneath your face/chin. Take your right arm out to the side, palm face down. Inhale here. Then exhale, sweep the right arm into the air, twist. Inhale, come halfway out. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Let's do 3 more. Twist and unwind. Twist, exhale. Inhale, unwind. Last one, and we're going to stay again. So go ahead and twist into the pose. Take the right shoulder back as much as you can. Navel pulls into the body and to the right. And if you can, I didn't talk about this on the first side, but if you can, look up at the hand in the air. If that's too much on your neck, you can look forward or even down. Keep that right shoulder working back. One more breath. And then inhale, unwind, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side. Strong back, come all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, just fold all the way back down because we got a bit more work to do here. Good. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, walk your hands toward your left foot. It's okay if the left knee bends slightly, but really reach to the left with your right hand. I'll stay for a few breaths. And we're going to move deeper into this. And at any point you feel like it's enough for you, don't go any further. All right? So you can bring your left hand onto your left hip. And once you're there, you might be able to roll the left shoulder back and bring the right chest more toward the left thigh. So you're coming into a bit of a twist here. Breathe. Now at this point, you can stay, or your right hand can move to the outside of your left foot, so even further. And then if you get there, just continue to twist. Feel the navel pull into the body and to the left, rolling the left shoulder back and wrapping the right chest toward the left leg. Now, if you are deep in the twist, think about back bending with your upper back. So just take the heart back a little bit and then wrap it a bit tighter toward the leg. Good, one more breath. Then inhale carefully, carefully. Bring the left hand down, kind of just walk yourself back to center and just hang forward for a moment. Feel sensation. Better yet, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. Palms down, just feel sensation standing for a moment. A lot can happen physically and energetically from these deep twists. So just notice what's there for you. You don't have to qualify or even like describe it, just feel it. We do have another side to do. So we get to deepen this experience a bit. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Then exhale, folding forward. Good. Take a deep breath in, maybe lifting up a bit. And then exhale, walk your hands toward your right foot, especially reaching with the left hand. Do your best. And just because you know where we're going doesn't mean we have to get there quickly. So take your time and just breathe here for a moment, allowing your body to adjust to this new position. It's likely not one that you're usually in. Good. Now, again, everything from here is, of course, optional. If you want to, you can slide your right hand up onto your right hip. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, twist the right shoulder back and rotate or bring the left chest toward the right knee or thigh. Good. Taking deep breaths, navel pulling into the body and to the right. Maybe asking yourself, is there a section of the spine that isn't twisting right now? And can you bring maybe a bit more rotation to that space? If you want to go deeper, you can walk the left hand further out to the right. Keep rolling the right shoulder back, wrapping the left chest toward the right thigh. You can think about back bending with the upper back a little bit. Breathe. All right, now carefully unwind. Take your time. You were in there really deeply. Kind of just hobbling back to center and fold. Take a moment and feel. Good. And then take the arms out to the side with a strong back. Come all the way up. And arms down. And noticing again how and where you feel sensation. Maybe it's the low back. You feel the low back been twisting. Maybe it's the navel. Maybe it's around the heart. Definitely getting some movement there. Maybe the shoulders, arms, neck. All of that, none of that, whatever your experience is. Good. And then whichever direction is the front of your mat, go ahead and turn your foot that way and step on forward. It might feel good at this point, since we've been standing wide leg for a bit, to fold forward with the legs together. So Uttanasana, standing forward fold. It's always good to counterpose a bit as you're working hard like we are tonight. Good, then sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good. We're going to play around with twisting chair pose a bit. So have the feet and knees apart. So sometimes we do a chair pose with them together. Today we'll have them about hip distance apart, and you'll bring your palms to your heart. Good. Now take a deep breath in. With your exhale, just bend your knees, sink down into chair pose. Keep the palms of the heart for now. Then inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, sink back on in. Moving dynamically. Inhale, lift up. Good. This time we'll stay. Go ahead and sink on in. Feel the heart lift. Hips are sinking. And then keep the knees bending as you take your right elbow cross to the top of the left thigh or knee. Good. Now press the palms together. Take a deep breath in. Feel length in your spine. With your exhale, powerfully roll the left shoulder back. Twist. Maybe looking up if that's okay on your neck. If not, again, you can look forward or down. Keep pressing the palms together. Keep working the left shoulder back and keep the knees bending. Now, something that can happen here sometimes is that your right knee wants to guide forward of the right toes. Pull the right knee back in line with the left knee. You might have to look down to make sure that that's happening. And keep the left shoulder rolling back. Good. All right, keeping the knees bending, unwind, then straighten up. Feel sensation again. These deep twists are great for drawing your awareness inward, breaking up tension along the spinal column, bringing all those good chakras into balance. But there is that other side. Whether you like that or not, it's probably important to try. So let's go ahead and bring palms back to heart. And then just go ahead and sink the knees, coming on down in. Good, feel the heart lift, inhale. Exhale, bring the left elbow across the top of the right thigh or knee. Press the palms together, inhale. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back powerfully, looking up if you can. Staying in the pose, knees bending. Feeling length in the spine, inhale. Feeling the navel pull into the body and to the right with your exhale. And as you get established in the pose, look down at your left knee and pull it back in line with the right. I know that makes it harder. Breathe with that. Keep the knees bending, almost there. Good. Keep the knees bending, inhale, unwind. Then lift up. And then release. Deep breaths. Feeling whatever it is you're feeling. All right, so we're going to move into a sun salutation next. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat, whichever direction that is, if you're not there already. And have the feet about hip distance apart. We'll play around with some twisting lunges in this flow. So palms to heart. With your inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward and down. Palms to shins, lift halfway up. Exhale, release down and step your right foot way back. Now an option here, you can either take the knee to the floor or keep it raised. We're gonna come into a twisting lunge. So right hand flat on the floor. Inhale, lift your left arm forward, sweep it into the air, sweep it back behind you, and then bring the hand down to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. Good, inhale into plank pose. Exhale, plank yourself down to the floor. Pelvis grounding, locust pose lift, head, chest, and legs. Exhale, release, curl the toes under, lift the knees, push up to plank, and back to downward facing dog. From here, right leg lifts into the air. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, help it through. Now again, you can release the back knee down, or you can keep it lifting. Left hand flat on the floor. Inhale, reach the right arm forward, up, back, and down. Step forward, palms to shins. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up, inhale. And exhale, just fold all the way forward. Good, palms to shins. Exhale, release. Go ahead and step the left foot back this time. Knee dropping or stay raised. Left hand on the floor. Inhale, right arm reaches forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Plank pose. To the earth. Locust rise. And release. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Good, left leg lifts this time. Exhale, step it on through, help it forward. Again, knee can be on the ground or raised. Right hand plants, left arm forward, inhale, up, back, and down, step forward, Uttanasana. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up, and again, fold all the way forward. Palms to shins. And release, right foot steps. Coming into your lunge, right hand plants, left arm forward, up, back, down, downward facing dog. Plank pose to the earth. Locust. Downward facing dog. Take your time, pushing up and back. Right leg lifts this time. And step it through. Good. Left hand on the floor. Right arm forward, up, back, and down. Step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And you guessed it, fold all the way forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Step the left foot back this time. Back knee on the ground. All right, actually back knee can be wherever you want, either raised or on the ground. We're gonna switch things up a bit this time. So reach your arms forward, peel the chest away from the thigh, coming into a raised lunge or crescent lunge if the knee is on the ground. Good. Now interlace the fingers and bring the hands on top of the front thigh. Now hold on to the front of hold onto the right thigh with the left hand. Take the right hand onto your right hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back and twist. If you need to take the back knee to the floor, you can do so if you're wobbling a lot here. Good. And then from here, inhale, unwind, hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Plank to the earth. Locust. To back to downward facing dog. Pushing up and back. Left leg lifts this time. And step it on through. Again, knee raised or on the ground, depending on how hard you want to go tonight. Lift the arms up for the lunge. Good, then interlace the fingers on the front thigh. And the right hand holds onto the left thigh, left hand onto your left waist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll the left shoulder back. You can pull on the thigh with the right hand a bit, twist, looking behind you. Breathe. Good. Inhale, carefully unwind, hands to the floor. Step forward, Uttanasana. Palms to shins, halfway up. And exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the side, flat back, come all the way up. And let's take palms to the heart this time. We are going to do one more round, but take an adjusting breath. Taking a drink of water if you need it. So on this last round, we're going to level it up just a little bit. We're just going to take that twisting lunge a bit deeper. So we'll walk you through it when we get there. Palms to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, fold all the way down, folding forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold, and take your right foot way back. And let's everybody take the knee to the ground this time. You'll see why. Inhale, crescent lunge. Good. This time, bring your palms to your heart, but keep the shoulders working back. Good. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take your right elbow across the top of the left thigh or knee. This is much easier to do with the back knee is on the ground. Good. So this is just like our twisting lunge earlier, where we press the palms together to help deepen the twist. So take a deep breath in, feel length in the spine, and exhale, roll the left shoulder back, looking up. Twist, twist, twist. Now you can stay here if you'd like to. For those of you who want the challenge, there's a balancing version of this, and all you have to do is pick up the back knee and breathe. Navel pulling into the body and to the left. Good, all right. So if the back knee is lifting, go ahead and release it down. Inhale, unwind, bring the hands to the floor. Now we're gonna switch it up again here. So you're gonna pick up the back knee, no matter what level you wanna be at tonight, and take the back foot flat to the floor, toes pointing out to the side, and straighten the left leg. Good, now it might feel just good to feel that hamstring stretch as you fold over the leg. And then from here, we're going to transition into revolved triangle pose or twisting triangle. So if you need to, you can bring a block underneath your right hand if the floor is feeling far away, or it can be fingertips or just hand on the floor next to the left foot. Now your left hand, go ahead and bring it onto your left hip. Take a deep breath in, pull the heart away from the thigh. And with your exhale, roll the left shoulder back, coming into a twist again. Good, rolling that left shoulder back. Now, if you want to, you can stay right here. If you want to, your right hand, the one on the floor, can come across to the outside of the left foot. This will allow you to twist a little bit deeper here. And then if your shoulders are stacked one on top of the other, the left arm could come into the air. Deep breaths. Good. Then inhale, go ahead and bring that left hand all the way down. Bend the front knee, step back to downward facing dog. Ooh, let's take a breath here. Good, then we'll come into plank and down to the earth. Let's come into locust pose. Head, chest, and legs lift. Exhale, float down, curl the toes under, downward facing dog, up and back. Staying for just a few breaths. It's good to take some time between rounds, since we'll be doing both twists on the other side as well. Good. And then from downward facing dog, lift your right leg high into the air and go ahead and step that foot all the way forward, just like before. And again, we'll start this round with the back knee on the ground. Good. Lift the arms up, inhale. And with that chest still opening toward the ceiling, shoulders back, bring the palms to your heart. This ensures that your spine is long. With your exhale, take the left elbow across to the top of the right thigh or knee. Good. All right. So deep breath in, press the palms together. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back, twist, looking up. Breathe. Now again, if you want to, you can pick up the back knee. It makes it more interesting that way. Keep rolling the right shoulder back, navel pulling into the body and to the right. All right, now from here, carefully unwind, palms to the floor. You can drop the back knee for a moment if you need to, if it was raised. Good, and then you're gonna take the back foot flat to the floor. Both legs go straight. Taking an adjusting breath, just feeling some length in the back of the right leg. It might be asking for it. All right, then the left hand comes to the inside of the right foot. If that's too far away, you can use a block. Right hand comes onto the right hip. Take a deep breath in, pull the heart away from the thigh. With your exhale, roll the right shoulder back, twist. Feeling the spine lengthen as you inhale, deepening into the pose as you exhale. Keep that back foot flat on the floor as well. Now, if you want to take this further, you can take that left hand, the one on the floor, across to the outside of the right foot. And if your shoulders are stacking, the top arm, the right arm can come into the air. Good. Inhale, carefully unwind. Right hand coming all the way down. And we're going to step back to down dog again. Feeling the body in symmetry. And then inhale, float gently down onto hands and knees. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. Feel sensation. One more deep breath here. And then go ahead and bring yourself up to a seat. Oh, great job so far. I'm not there with you, but I can imagine, kind of what you're feeling or going through. There might have been some of those postures that were challenging for you, maybe challenging in a way you haven't been challenged in a while in a yoga class, or at least in a twist. um, yeah, even if you weren't able to do some of those postures perfectly as I was naming them, that's completely fine. It's okay to struggle sometimes, okay to do postures imperfectly, though safely. Um, because it kind of lets you know where your growth edges are and kind of gives you something to aspire toward. And because this class is recorded, you can keep doing it over and over again with me if you want to. But now we're going to come into another twist. There's a lot of twists tonight. And you might want to sit on a blanket for this one. Sometimes when we're in these seated postures, especially if your hamstrings or lower back are tight, you can give yourself some access by sitting on a blanket. Sometimes you want to sit on two blankets. It's up to you. All right. So there's a couple pieces to this one. So go ahead and bend your right knee into your chest, and then take the foot to the outside of the left leg. Now you're going to kind of lean to the left a little bit and sweep your left leg back to kind of tuck it underneath your seat. You might need to move the blanket if you have one. You can still sit on it, but just kind of move it so it's more of a wedge. But that way your left foot is tucked back and your right foot is flat on the floor. Okay, sitting up. All right, so your right hand goes behind your back here. Then inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale, sweep the left arm across as far as you can. We're going to work our way deeper into this twist. So feel length in the spine, inhale. Exhale, feel the navel pull into the body and to the right. Look behind you. Good. Now with that forward arm, the left arm, you can keep it just extended like I have it now. Or if you want to, you can bend the elbow. If you're all the way across the knee, you can bend the elbow. We see this one sometimes. And you can kind of press the elbow into the knee to help create more torque in the spine, twisting you a little bit deeper. Lengthening up on inhale, twisting on exhale. Breathe. Now at your furthest point, stay in the pose. Keep especially the right shoulder guiding back behind you. And then turn your chin as far over your left shoulder, your forward shoulder, as you can. So the right shoulder is anchoring back and the chin is turning to the left. Sit tall. Good. Now to come out of the pose, look behind you. And then inhale, unwind the entire body. Feeling loosey-goosey in the spine now. Extend the legs and feel. All right, side number 2. Starting off, bring the left knee into your chest and take the foot across to the outside of the right leg. And then kind of lean to the right, tuck the right leg back behind you. If you're sitting on a prop, again, you might need to shift it around a bit. Good. And the right heel's tucking back towards your seat. Left foot is flat on the floor, though we're twisting a lot, so who knows which is left and right at this point. But it's your left knee on top. It's your left hand behind your back. Good. Reach up with the right arm. Then exhale, take the right arm across the knee as much as you can. You can leave the arm extended. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, roll the left shoulder back, twisting. Now, if the arm is all the way across the knee here, you can bend the right elbow and press the elbow into the knee into the elbow. Sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, looking behind you. Keep twisting. Keep breathing. And keep your left shoulder, the back one, anchoring back behind you. And then turn your chin over your right shoulder. Moving as far to the right as you can, keeping that left shoulder anchoring back. Keep sitting up tall. Keep twisting. And then to come out, look behind you, inhale. And then with your next inhale, unwind completely. Again, feeling loose in the spine, extend the legs for a moment, just feel. All right, so we just have a couple more postures to do to help counterpose from some of the work we've done tonight, and we'll do those on our back. So go ahead and come to lay down. Or is it lie down? I don't know, I can never know. Come onto your back. And once you get onto your back, bring your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees, about hip distance apart. You might just notice how it feels to lie on your back here after all the twisting we've done, to feel the muscles along the spine kind of grounding into the floor. And keeping your arms down by your side. Inhale, scoop up the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, bridge pose. And exhale, release the hips carefully back down to the floor. Inhale, lift the hips up again. And exhale, lower the hips down. We'll do 3 more, and then we'll hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Let's hold this time, lifting the hips up. And stay. If you know how to bind this posture, you can go ahead and do so. And that's interlacing the fingers under the body and walking onto the sides of your arms. If you're really not sure what that means, just don't worry about it. You're still getting a good stretch. You're still getting a good practice in. Relax your throat, relax your jaw. Deep breath in. And exhale, carefully release the hips on down. Knees to chest, hug them in. And then bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly, holding on to the ankles, or for some of you, you might be able to hold on to the pinky edge of the feet. And draw the feet in toward your groin. And I'll give you an option here. You can stay static like this if this is really serving you. Some of you, if you're feeling tension in the lower back or spine, might just rock gently from side to side without tipping over, hopefully. But keep the feet drawing in toward the groin if you're rocking. Now, if you've been rocking, just come back to center. Draw the feet in toward the belly, toward the groin. One more breath. And then as you feel complete here, carefully extend the legs down to the floor for Shavasana. Bring any support where you need at this moment. Maybe it's a blanket under the head, or if you want to cover up with a blanket tonight. It's been cooler today. Allowing the toes to fall out to the side, palms face up. And feel whatever there is to feel. Maybe you sense sensation or energy in that space between the pubic bone and the floating ribs. Maybe you sense that circle of blue energy moving clockwise. Maybe it's your spine that you're acutely aware of in this moment. The skeletal structure from the tip of the tailbone to the center of the brain. Rest and feel. peace, peace, peace. Go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath, please. And invite some movement into your hands and feet, your arms and legs. Bringing yourself back, rolling to your right side. And taking your time as you come up to a comfortable, tall seat. If you're still making your way to a seat, continue to go at your own pace. Once you're there, relax your shoulders down the back and feel the crown of the head lift. Become aware of your spine. Again, the tip of the tailbone, all the way up through the vertebrae to the center of the brain. And see an electric blue line of energy connecting those 2 points through the spine, like lightning. And then feel that same light that's running through the spine shoot downward into the core of the earth. Still moving through the spine, see it move or shoot upward through the crown of the head, piercing the skull and into the sky, to the center of the universe. This electric blue line running through you, energy moving through. And as you hold your awareness on this energy, this light, you begin to feel it widen cylindrically outward. So from the center of the spine, the Sushumna Nadi, feel it growing outward like a cylinder in all directions. This electric blue light until you feel your body sitting in the center of this cylinder of energy, shooting into the sky and shooting down to the core of the earth. You might feel or sense or see that electric blue light on your skin, in your hair. You might see it on your breath. And as energized as you are, feel yourself also steady, calm, this calm alertness. Then allow all of that light to contract to the spine again, and then up to a single point at the center of the brain, the third eye, calm and alert. Then see the spark fade, but sense it there still. Taking a deeper, fuller breath, bring your palms to your heart, bowing the chin, honoring all the work you've done here tonight. This twisting, this fire, this intention. And may all of that effort and this practice continue to serve. So until next time, namaste.